All right. Week 17, everybody. Time for my picks. Sad last week, but at the same time, I'm glad my team truly disappointed me this season. I mean, look at that. Look at that. Tell me how you cannot be disappointed from a 12-4 team last season to 5-11. They're going to be 5-11. All right, so the first game they got going on, Packers and Lions. Packers and Lions. Just look at the records. Don't get me wrong, the referees did screw the Lions out of a Packer game, but then again, they screwed the Chargers out of a Lions win, so Lions' record's about the same. And then again, they got screwed by Kansas City, so it'll be one difference. Fuck the refs. Packers are going to win this game. Why? Who does the Lions have on their team? Matthew Stafford is gone. Without Matthew Stafford, Lions don't have a chance. Their second string quarterback was okay. He wasn't that bad. Third string's not too good. They got nobody. They're not going to fight for anything. Maybe it might be a close game just because it's a divisional team, but Packers got this. Packers are going to get this. They need this win not only to secure the number 2 seed, but to try to get the number 1 seed. Maybe. Next, my Chargers versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Chargers are not going to win this game. They're going to get swept by the entire division this year. Not the first time it's happened. Definitely embarrassing, no doubt about it. But it's not the first time it happens. If you're not in the playoffs, your team didn't accomplish anything this year. There are no moral victories. Even if we win tomorrow, which we won't, even if we win, there is no moral victory. We're not in the playoffs. It's either Super Bowl or bust. There is no in between. I don't care what people tell me. I mean, you have your opinions, but this is its fact. You're trying to win a Super Bowl. That's what you do every year. You're trying to build a Super Bowl team. You're trying to win a Super Bowl. You're not trying to disappoint. You're not trying to suck. You're not trying to half-ass show up. You're not trying to do none of that. Chargers do all of that and a bag of chips. Chargers will lose this game. I'm picking Chiefs 45-17. Chiefs trying to get that second seed if the Patriots lose to the Miami Dolphins. They'll get that second seed. If not, most likely with the win-loss records, if the Chiefs win for sure, they will be facing Kansas City once the Chiefs win in the first game in the wild card. Third, Dolphins-Patriots. Just talking about that game. Patriots with a win secures the second seed. Dolphins have nothing left to fight for, but Dolphins have came back a lot of times, almost winning a few games, and won a few games. They just beat Cincinnati in overtime. Imagine that. Taking Cincinnati into overtime. Dolphins before had beaten the Patriots when Patriots needed to win. Was it the Miami Miracle? Clearly I'm picking the Patriots to win because it's in New England. But I can see the Dolphins winning. Patriots offense sucked. Their defense is good, but it's not that good. And Tom Brady just don't have nobody. They really don't. Bengals and Browns. The Raiders need the Browns to lose to have a shot in the playoffs. They're going against the rival Bengals. Now I'm going to pick the Browns to win, but I can see the Bengals easily winning. It's a divisional game. It's probably going to be a very low scoring game. It might be like 20-17, 14-17, something like that. But I think the Browns might win. I mean, what is the Bengals really fighting for? They made sure they ain't going to have a 0-16 record like the Browns. And they don't want to screw up their draft pick. I don't see them fighting for anything. Falcons and Tampa Bay. Falcons can beat a divisional team. Falcons, this is a tough game too because the Falcons are better than their record, but the Buccaneers can score. I think the Buccaneers are better than their record too. I'm going to go with the Buccaneers just because they're at home. Bills and Jets. Bills don't have to win this game. Bills are already in the playoffs. They got the Jets. Jets are a decent team. You don't know what team you're going to get out of them. You can get a good team one time and get a shitty team the next time. I don't want to say they're a great team because they're no way a great team. But If the Bills get a win, it just helps to motivate. I think the Bills will be facing the Chiefs in the wild card spot if the Patriots win. If the Patriots lose and the Chiefs win, Bills will be facing the Patriots. That'll be 3 times. And I can't see the Patriots beating the Bills 3 times in a row. The Patriots need this bye week. But I'm going to go with the Bills. Even though they really got nothing to play for. They're not going to get the 2nd seed. They have a wild card spot. They're good. Saints and Panthers. Panthers are definitely a disappointing team with McCaffrey. Wants to get off the Panthers. Saints also fighting for that 2nd seed and possible 1st seed as well. Saints want to get that win. Saints are going to go in there. I don't think this will be a too high-scoring game. It might come down to a 30-24 game. But I got the Saints. Every single game this Sunday is going to be a divisional game. Vikings and Bears. Boy, Vikings are truly a piece of crap team. They got lucky all this season. They're not going to the Super Bowl. Bears are already in the playoffs. Only thing Bears can do is play spoiler, which I can see happening, but they're at Minnesota. I'm just going to go with the Vikings just because they're at Minnesota. Steelers and Ravens. Ravens don't need anything. They pretty much have the 1st seed locked up. They can rest their players. If they lose this game, it doesn't hurt them at all. Steelers need this win to get into the playoffs. Raiders need the Steelers to lose. Raiders need like 4 teams to lose just for this them to go to the playoffs, which that's also be the next game as well. I don't see why they would want to play their starters the whole game, but I'm just going to pick the Ravens just because, but I think the Ravens will rest the starters after the first half. There's no reason to get them hurt. Let them rest up for the divisional round. Texans, Titans, again, a team, the Raiders need the Titans to lose for a chance in the wild card spot. Texans have nothing to fight for. It's just going to be the 3rd or the 4th seed. They're going to go against the Texans, who are fighting for a divisional, a wild card spot. I'm going to pick the Titans just because the Texans beat them last time, but I just don't think they can sweep them. I just don't. I think the Titans are going to come in and get that win. Jacksonville versus the Colts. I don't know. I want to say the Colts because they look strong, but you don't know what Colts team you're going to get. Jacksonville, they get destroyed by the Chargers 45-10 one week and then come by and beat the Raiders at the last home game the next week. I don't know about the Jags. I'm going to pick the Jaguars just because they're at home. Raiders and Broncos. Raiders fighting for a playoff spot. They're going to fight harder than the Broncos. Broncos could possibly play spoiler, but why would the Broncos want to risk a draft pick? I don't know. This is also going to be a tough one. I don't think the Broncos want to get swept by the Raiders. I'm going to go with the Broncos. The Raiders need this win because without this win, all the other games are meaningless. And as you can see, the 3 games above them are all at the same time. So the Raiders got to watch the scoreboard while they're playing. I don't think any other games matter besides that game. If the Browns win, Raiders are already done. So by 425. If the Browns lose, Raiders still have a chance. But then they just need these 3 teams to all lose. Cardinals and Rams. Cardinals got a decent defense, no offense. Rams are out of the playoffs pretty much. They can go 8-8. I think they would want to be at least 500, above 500. I'm going to pick the Rams. They were probably one of the most disappointing teams to go to the Super Bowl and then not go to the playoffs next year. Kind of like what the Eagles did. Redskins, Cowboys. Cowboys have to win to try to stay alive in the playoffs. Redskins can play spoiler. Redskins can play that defense, but I'm just picking the Cowboys just because they're at home. Eagles and Giants, same scenario. Eagles need to win just to have a wild card spot. To take the division. Both teams are going to be 8-8. It's going to be the weakest team in the NFC. They're going to be the first team gone. And they're going against the Giants in the divisional round. The Giants haven't beaten the Eagles in, 3-4 years? I'm going to go with the Eagles on that one, and they're going to take the division. Unless Eli's playing, I don't trust the Giants. Eli's not that good, but I just don't trust the Giants. And the game of the night is going to be the 49ers versus the Seahawks. Very looking forward to this game. The last game wasn't too bad. So I'm really hoping both teams need this win. Whoever wins this game can get the number 2 seed, or the 49ers can get the number 1. And it's going to get the number 5 seed. So both teams don't want to go down to number 5. Both teams want a home field advantage. Both teams really need this win. And now I'm going to go with the 49ers. Just because the Seahawks did not impress me too well with the last game. I mean, neither did the 49ers, but the Seahawks definitely didn't. I just don't trust. I used to pick the Seahawks and the 49ers in the NFC Championship. But the last few games, it looks like both teams are getting tired. I don't know anymore. It could be another up-and-coming team. But anyway, those are my picks. This video went on quite a bit long. I really hope the last game will be a good game. I'll be at work tomorrow. But I should be home for the night game. That's the only cool thing. Because I think the Lions game will end up getting out, 4? So I should be getting off work around 6. So yeah, I should be home just in time by 7 o'clock. Maybe to watch a couple of these games. Hopefully in time to see the Raiders lose. Or whatever games they're going to have on. I don't see this team close to us, or this team. So it might be there. It might be the Eagles-Giants game. That might be the closest team to us. Because I live in Michigan. So yeah. But I'm looking forward to this game. This game's definitely going to be the game of the night. Anyway, thanks for watching my videos. Gonna get ready to watch the Ohio State game. Hopefully they lose. Mo Dog out. Enjoy week 17. Can't believe football season already came to an end. It got me some tacos. I'm about to eat some tacos. So I'm out. I was just at the Little Caesars Arena 3 days in a row. My voice is killing me. Went to go see a basketball game. Went to go see a wrestling show. Then went to go see a Christmas concert. And now I got to go to a Lions game tomorrow. So I'll be heading to bed soon. Probably about 10 o'clock Eastern time.